Welcome to another deep dive. Let's talk about the unfed virgin consciousness from the Law of One.
Sounds intriguing.
I know, right? It really is. It's all about um, this idea of the matrix of the mind. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, it's like a conscious mind, right?
Exactly. It's like that active part of your awareness, like always reaching, always initiating.
I like the magician in the tarot.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. So today we're going deep into this idea of an unfed mind.
An unfed mind.
Yeah, it's like a mind before it's been, filled up with all our experiences and beliefs and all that stuff. Just pure potential.
I like that. Pure potential. So where are we drawing this information from?
We're looking at excerpts from The Matrix of the Mind as the unfed virgin consciousness in the Law of One.pdf.
Okay, I'm familiar with that.
Cool. So basically what we're trying to do today is figure out what this unfed mind actually is, why it matters.
And maybe how it like connects to the way we learn and get those, those intuitive hits.
Exactly. We're going for those aha moments that can really shift your perspective on how your mind works.
I'm all about those.
Me too.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in. This idea of the unfed mind being without any resource but consciousness. What does that even mean?
Well, it means it's not relying on anything but consciousness.
Okay, but what does that actually look like?
You see, according to the law of one, this pristine state of mind is the channel for the logos.
The logos.
Yeah. It's not just like some abstract idea. It's the fundamental like energy and blueprint of the universe. I know, right? And it flows through this unfettered consciousness.
So like a direct line to the source.
You could say that. Rap puts it this way. Remember this pristine aspect of mind as the channel for the logos.
Okay, I see. So if we're constantly filling our minds with, all this stuff, we're blocking that channel.
That's a good way to think about it.
It's kind of like a still pool of water. Before anything disturbs the surface, it reflects everything perfectly.
Yeah. It's undisturbed potential.
And that's what we're after, right? Like if our mental state is calm and still, we can see things more clearly.
Precisely. And this is huge for anyone who wants to learn things quickly and thoroughly, like you.
Oh yeah, I'm always trying to learn new things.
Exactly. And accessing this unfed state, it's not about cramming more info into your head. It's about creating a stillness that allows for deeper, more immediate understanding.
Like downloading knowledge directly.
Kind of like that, yeah.
I like that. Okay, so let's talk about this idea of polarity. Ross says, the unfed mind has no polarity, just as intelligent infinity has none. What does that mean? No polarity.
Well, think about polarity like opposite forces, right? Like yes and no, good and bad, light and dark.
Gotcha.
The law of one says that this duality comes from our experiences, the way our consciousness interacts with the world.
Okay, so it's not inherent to us.
Right. The unfed mind, in its original state, it's neutral. It's unbounded, pure being.
It's like that fundamental unity of intelligent infinity.
Exactly, before any kind of separation happens.
So how does this help us navigate, all the conflicting information out there? The world is so polarized these days.
Well, it reminds us that our natural state isn't one of constant judgment.
Right.
It helps us see when our own minds get caught up in that duality, in rigid opinions and knee-jerk reactions.
So we can step back and be more objective.
Exactly. We can observe the information instead of just reacting to it based on, our pre-existing biases.
That's super helpful. Now, there's this other idea, the virgin mind. What's that all about?
Right. And it's important to understand this isn't about being ignorant or not having any knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's more about a state of pure receptivity, like being open to new information without letting your old beliefs get in the way.
So like a beginner's mind.
Kind of, yeah. Russ says that even an adept, someone with tons of knowledge, can still access this virgin mind. By consciously choosing to set aside their biases and preconceived notions, they can then dwell, as Ra puts it, within the archetype of the new and unblemished mind, without bias, without polarity, full of the magic of the logos.
That's pretty powerful.
It is.
I can see how that would be helpful for understanding different perspectives.
Absolutely. If you can approach a new idea without all your baggage, you can really understand it for what it is.
It's like starting with a clean slate each time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's move on to the matrix of the mind and the potentiator of the mind.
Okay.
We talked about the matrix being like the magician, right? The active part of our consciousness.
Yes.
So what is the potentiator?
It's like the high priestess in tarot, the unconscious mind. Ra describes it as the potentiator of the mind, the source of all potential experiences and insights.
So it's like the deep well of intuition.
Exactly. It's where all that wisdom and knowledge comes from.
And the matrix, the magician, is the one that reaches out to access it.
Yes. Ra says, the matrix of the mind is that from which all comes. It is unmoving, yet is the activator and potentiation of all mind activity.
Wow, that's pretty dense.
It is, but basically it means that the matrix is the active principle. It's like a chalice reaching out to be filled.
And the potentiator is the ocean of potential knowledge.
Exactly. And the unfed aspect of the matrix, that pure potential, is what allows it to be filled with the wisdom of the logos.
So it's like you need to empty your cup before you can fill it up again.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, I get it. So what about this veil between the conscious and unconscious mind?
Ah, yes, the veil. It's a key part of our experience in third density.
Third density.
It's basically the level of consciousness we're currently at.
Okay.
So the veil creates a separation between our conscious awareness and the deeper wisdom of the unconscious.
Why is that?
Well, Ross suggests that the veil is actually a catalyst for growth and evolution.
So it's not a bad thing.
Not necessarily. It creates this sense of mystery, this need to seek and explore.
If we knew everything right away, maybe life wouldn't be as interesting.
Exactly. The challenges, the seeking, it's all part of the journey.
That makes sense. So we all have this magician and high priestess within us.
Right.
Our active conscious mind and our intuitive unconscious.
And sometimes the high priestess waits for us to quiet down before she shares her wisdom.
So it's up to us to create that stillness, to listen for those whispers of intuition.
Exactly. That's where the real magic happens.
I love that. So to sum up, the unfed mind is this state of pure potential, a direct connection to the source.
And it's not just about how much you know, but about how open you are to receiving deeper understanding.
Beyond just intellectual knowledge.
Exactly. It's about connecting with that fundamental creative intelligence.
So here's a question for our listeners. Have you ever had one of those moments of sudden insight where an idea just pops into your head out of nowhere?
Like a flash of inspiration.
Yeah. Maybe that was your unfed mind breaking through.
It's possible. And if you want to experience more of those moments, think about how you can cultivate stillness in your daily life.
That's great advice. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the matrix of the mind.
It's been a pleasure.
And for all our listeners, keep exploring these ideas, see what resonates with you. We'll see you on the next deep dive.